next guest speaker is Lenton, a yoga teacher and menopause wellbeing consultant with specialist training in menopause yoga. Welcome.
Hello everyone. There's very limited information on my slides. They're mainly for me, so this is just a reminder to introduce myself. I'm Hannah. I'm a yoga teacher. I'm 43 and think I've been perimenopause for about a couple of years. I've been practicing yoga for 2 decades. I've been a teacher for about 7 years. And recently, or last year, I completed an additional training to learn about how yoga and mindful practices can be supportive for women during the menopause transition. I'm a big believer in knowledge is power, and it's why I took the training. I first started noticing some perimenopausal symptoms, a range of deeply unpleasant things, but for me the biggest thing was the brain fog. I'm sure many of you may relate to that feeling where you bump into someone that you haven't seen for a little while and their name completely escapes you, or going to the shops to buy something specific and completely going home without it. I even lost my car in a car park for over an hour just because I couldn't remember where I'd parked. So those feelings were obviously things I wanted to address, and at the time, all I knew about menopause was from the Davina documentary, God bless Davina. But, you know, I think that's the only reason I'd even heard of menopause at that stage. So I hit the books, I started researching, I started speaking to women around me, and a few things struck me. One was how up for it everyone was. It was like almost a wave of relief when you mention the word and they like have that permission to start talking. The other things were how different everyone's experience is, like just such a range of different stories and different symptoms that people were telling me about. And the biggest thing for me was how much people were suffering, how frightened, how isolated, how, confused with the women I was speaking to felt about it, and how unsupported or let down they were feeling by the people that they thought could help them. And so that's what led me to do the extra training. It no longer was just about me, it sparked something in me that I wanted to help others. So the training that I took was specifically for yoga teachers, but it was a real holistic mix of input from hormone specialists, from nutritionists, naturopaths, and medical herbalists. So it was a really well-rounded education. Obviously, what I took from it most was how I could support people in my line of work, so I stay in my lane and stick to the mindful practices. But when we're talking about yoga, we're not just talking about making shapes with our body, we're talking about how we can change our mindset, how we can create positive feelings mentally as well as physically, and all of the other ways that can support us. So here are some of those things. Mindset can really affect our experience of how we navigate through this time. So we often don't need anything radical. We don't need to change anything major. Some little tweaks can make a really big difference. And it starts with an awareness of what we're feeling, and there's a lot of wisdom in the body that tells us things that are going to be good for us and ways that we can help ourselves. So part of the yoga practice is to look for ways to shift unhelpful thoughts that come up, look for patterns that can help us cultivate more feelings of positivity and compassion towards ourselves, learning to treat ourselves with kindness. It's about understanding that our body isn't failing us, it's just asking for perhaps something different to what we're used to that can support us in this phase. Yoga beyond the poses, but the poses too, so the physical practice can support bone health, muscle mass, our metabolism, making us feel strong and resilient physically as well as mentally. Breath work, I'm out of order, but breath work is a really effective way to help calm our nervous system and get us out of that fight, flight or freeze state so that we can approach whatever the challenges are with a little more ease. Meditation and mindfulness, same thing. It's about regulating our nervous system and helping us feel like we can cope with whatever it throws at us. Yoga Nidra, this is a really lovely relaxation tool. It's a guided relaxation to help us feel calm and to aid us with sleep. Sangha. So some of the other speakers have mentioned the power of community and women coming together. Sangha is a Sanskrit word and it means community. In the context of yoga and menopause, it really is about joining together and becoming a community that's on a shared path of growth and transformation. So I think it's really important, certainly for what I do, which is bringing women together for a course of yoga, mindfulness, education, and most importantly, I think, is sharing our experience, talking about it, and leaning on and supporting each other and sharing what's been helpful for us. It's not a one-size-fits-all, so there is a bit of experimentation and sharing and learning from others, but this Sangha or community is really important to that. So thank you, Sharon. You've created a Sangha tonight. It's what I do in my Yoga for Menopause course. That is a 12-part program which includes yoga, meditation, breathwork, and a lot of just fun chat. It's lovely to have that community. Yeah, let's keep the conversation going. Here are my details if you want to get in touch. There's a QR code, Gone Tech. And I'm hanging around, so open for chats afterwards. Thank you.
Okay, thank you to Hannah, and Hannah will be doing a taster workshop as well, so we look forward to that. Again, details on Eventbrite.